is what we call the little car. It was birthed in the year 1989. This vehicle is modeled after a Model T, and it was originally a compilation of used copy machine parts, my father being a copy machine repairman. And so it had 2 drive motors originally, which proved to be problematic because those burned up real fast. So now, for the grandkids, this is 2.0, or maybe 3.0, but the frame is still the same. This sheet metal is original. Kristen was the original driver. It used to run on 2 12-volt lawnmower batteries, but now with the new drivetrain, we've upped the horsepower by putting in these 3 little babies. So it didn't last on the 20 volts. Now we've got a better system for it. Steering mechanism, it's a rack and pinion, full turn. It always had lights, but the bulbs kept dying. And so these are LEDs now, and you can't see them now, but they do work.
Oh, that's coming through.
Is it? Yeah. It's got forward, reverse. Yeah, now it's chain drive.
And variable speed.
And variable speed. We never had variable speed when we were kids, so it was like full blast, full stop. And you would get whiplash pretty easy. Does the seat come off? Yeah, so you could see the chain drive. High quality Chinese drive parts. This shape indicates the power. 9.78 is the rating there. Used to have a gear shift, but that wobbled out. We probably too much high speed acceleration. The gear shift just couldn't handle it. Walnut cup holders there.
This is our forward and reverse.
That's the original switch. That's from a copy machine right there. You could tell because there's no UV mitigation on the switch. This sat in the shop since I was a kid, and I'm 35, so 30 years it's been sitting in the shop, unfunctional. And then my sister had a baby. She's like, okay, we gotta have these cars again. Grandpa was like, all right, let's build a tractor. And of course, we don't have pedal tractors in this family. We have battery operated tractors. So we have here modeled after a Case 500. You can tell by the desert sunset, and you see the flambeau red here.
What's the core of this one? At its core, this is a...
At its core, this is a tractor.
No. What's the motor from?
Oh, I don't know.
These are copy machine motors.
Oh, these are copy machine motors.
But you see the Harbor Freight battery system?
Yep. 2.
You can see a motor if you take both of those out, but it's hard to see.
Right in there.
So you see the upgraded rack and pinion. This one feels a little more substantial. There's a universal gear on there. I mean, it's really quite an upgrade. The front axle actually pivots, right? Yeah, or articulates.
We're head and shoulders above the original.
Solid front wheels for a loader application.
And look at that.
That's non-functional.
But it sure is aesthetic.
And safety conscious because very sharp. Right where your head would be if you got slammed forward.
That's how we learn.
That's how we learned. This will be the newest addition to the fleet. Since we were able to now load things and commute, we decided to load them into something and dump them in other various places. So this is a dually cab over style with the heaviest duty drive motor. It is truly quite intense. Solid rear axle. If I tip the dump, you can clearly see the drive mechanism. This is all linear actuators, just like the loader tractor. Solid rear axle, which is quite rough. No articulation here, except for the flexing of the frame. It is quite rough. But yeah, forward, reverse. This one does have a speedometer in the sense of a voltage that tells you how much voltage. It's hard to see, but it's a little digital readout of how fast you're going. Yeah. Some lifting, you know. And this is a very standard pull back to lift, push down. It's very true to a real loader. That's the dump and the curl. This is limited only by the counterweight. The power is more than should be allowed on a toy. It'll lift up the front of the tractor very easily. Got some Zerk fittings over there on the front axle.
Fully maintainable.
Yep, as if we would do that.
That's to teach the kids to ignore the Zerk fittings.
Yep, exactly.
Another training.
Well, generational maintenance, you know, it's like every time it gets inherited to a new generation, you should
Grease it up.
grease it up.
On delivery.
Oh, we didn't show the functionality of this. This dumps and lifts and lowers. So it's a true 3-point.
An Eagle style.
Category Z. Category AA. Two actuators there for that mechanism. Dump box capacity limited by the loader weight. And this is removable if we wanted to attach other attachments. We have a quick connect attachment, right? We don't have any other attachments at this juncture. So the box is the only attachment right now. This right here, these are not original to a case. This is a frying pan. Nope.
From the dealer part.
Not OEM. And it's not even, I mean, these are silver. It should be flambeau. It's a single speed, one forward, one reverse. Infinite speed, infinite torque due to the electric drivetrain. Very eco-friendly. Bauer power pack there. Is this a Bauer as well, or is it
4 Bowers.
for all Bauers?
Where are the batteries on this guy?
Under the seat, you need a.
You have to take the
you have
screws out to change the batteries. Design flaw, but also security conscious.
So what needs done on this guy needs the brake finish, and then this guy just needs the cab built.
Well, this guy needs
And it
painted
needs a
too.
tailgate. We need to do a tailgate because you can't put everything to capacity. It just dumps out the back.
Also, we need some handles on the front here, so there's no. It's a cab over, but there's no cab. So if you stop,
It's just an over.
you just fall. So this is obviously a luxury vehicle due to the padded seat, the armrests, the cup holders.
Also the only one registered.
The only one registered. Yep. So that's the road vehicle. The others are off-road only.
The dump truck's in progress. It really should be titled in the future.
It says a different registration on the front and the back.
Well, that's it for whatever state
Two different states. Yes.
or if jurisdictions. You know, you want to cover all your bases. Hold my coffee. Holy smokes, this is tiny.
It's tiny.
Okay, you just have to get, you have to get your trajectory correct, Dave. Look at that, see?
Your feet have more ballast than mine.
What's that supposed to mean? I got fat legs? The scooper capacity is limited by the angles. You can't do two things at once. Not an auto leveling bucket, so you do have to be careful with that. You can dump it back on your head.
Want me to line you up a little better?
I could drive.
Can you?
Go higher.
Up.
That's maxed out in the height.
Don't break it. Yeah, pretty good.
There we go.
If you lean back a little bit, it'll unhook.
You're right. Okay. I'm really starting to get the hang of this controls here. You know, you just have to finesse them a little bit. Still no. Is it out? Did she dump?
Yep, she's done.
Perfect.
Not a lot of weight in the front.
Don't you want to be videoing this?
I have to prove that it can carry a full-grown gun.
That's the controller, probably.
Not very ergonomical for someone of my height.
Nope.
Height.
Right.
Now that's pretty impressive.
Need to work on your axle.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's got the other one working.
For ease of loadage.
Perfect size. Look at that.
That's actually mad impressive.
Because that weighs what? 40 pounds?
60.
60?